is they constantly repeat a very important thing that you all need to hear, digest, and make this part of your DNA when you talk about censorship. When Donald Trump is removed from Twitter, yeah, it's terrible, it's awful for him, but it's really an attack on you, because his right to free speech means you have the right to hear what he has to say. And they're getting in the way of your right to hear, not just his right to speak.
Absolutely.
And that is a terrifying notion in a constitutional republic. Long may she wave. All right, so let's talk, Chaya.
Yeah.
Because I want to know.
Do you want to leave?
Yeah, you guys, yeah, talk amongst yourself. What came over you sitting there watching all of these videos on TikTok? What made you think, you know what? I'm just going to grab some of these videos and put it out there and let people see what's happening over here. Because it was brilliant.
Yeah.
And it was just such a simple notion.
I think it was just how outrageous it all was, and the fact that they were so proud of it. So you have these teachers, these kindergarten teachers, and they're actually really, really proud that they are talking to kindergarteners about, do I have to censor myself?
I mean,
They're really, really inappropriate things. I'm not going to say.
things of a sexual nature.
Yeah.
Things of a really complicated and confusing gender issues.
Yeah, and they're proud of it. That's the craziest part. So I'm seeing all this content. It's so bizarre. It's so outrageous. And I'm like, you know, the public needs to know about this.
How many Twitter followers did you have when you started that?
0.
How many do you have right now?
1.9 million.
Oh!
Thank you.
What was your formal media training? Like, did you go to journalism school? Did you go to some kind of technical school to learn how to fix the algorithm?
I have no background in media, no background in journalism, no background in politics, and anything like that.
You're
But
just a woman who saw
I'm
things.
just a woman who saw a problem and decided to help and do something about it. And for my efforts, I was persecuted by Twitter. And I think I might hold the record for most temporary Twitter suspensions. And then when the Twitter files came out, which we all, most of you probably heard about those, Libs of TikTok was mentioned in the Twitter files. And basically the employees were saying, you know, she's not violating the rules, but we need to suspend her because I'm threatening their narrative.
Right.
And so they ended up suspending me for something called an indirect violation. I don't know what that means. You either violate the rules or you don't. But there's this indirect violation, which is similar to what they used to censor President Trump.
Yeah.
And that's how they got me. They kept suspending me. And then when the Twitter files came out and I saw that, it was just so validating because I'm like, I know I'm not breaking the rules. I'm literally just sharing them in their own words, and they just can't handle it.
But Chaya, you were Libs of TikTok. You weren't Chaya. It was an anonymous account. You could have been a man. You could have been a 90-year-old woman. You could have been a 12-year-old boy in his parents' basement. You were anonymous.
My transitioning would be all confused at that point.
I lost another 20.
You can be anything you want to be, Larry.
The point is, you didn't want people to know your name. You wanted to stay anonymous. You didn't want to be on the stage at CPAC. You got personally, they wanted to go after you and hurt you as an individual. How did that happen?
Well, that's the thing with the leftist media, is that the weapon that they use to silence their opponents or critics, one of their strongest weapons is name-calling, insulting, bullying, using slurs. I mean, we see this all the time in the media, and I've been called every single slur in the book. They even made up a new slur just for me, called stochastic terrorist. So I'm still not sure what it means, but anyways, when that doesn't work, when they saw that they can't silence me like that, they actually showed up to my house to dox me, to try to scare me and intimidate me into silence.
They was the Washington Post.
Yeah, Taylor Lorenz, also
Taylor
known as
Lorenz,
TJ.
Washington Post. More investigators investigating who's behind the Libs of TikTok account than the Washington Post put on the Hunter Biden laptop story.
Yes.
And they wanted to scare you, they wanted to intimidate you, and here you are.
Exactly.
And here she is. Didn't work.
Thank you.